I am the Judas resurrection.
Well, I had to do it, and I have to tell you about it, what it is I did. I started some community thing on my Judas Resurrection page. I didn't even know I could do that, but it just happened to be. And why? It's because Dove and Serpent Tarot sent me something in a comment or one of these things boomed to my page. I'm like, what the hell? Not my page, but to my phone, I guess. I don't know how this stuff works. And it says, hey, commented, love, and thank you, or something like that. And for I got 48 hearts from Paul. He sent it to me. Thanks, Paul. I don't know what the hell that means. I'm sitting there trying to figure out this thing, 48 hearts, and it says, post comment or something. I'm like, I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do with this thing. And I'm like, why 48? Why? And I went to the kid. I said, what does this mean? Does 48 mean something? And he's like, hey, he's just saying he gave you 48 hearts or something like that. I'm like, it doesn't mean anything. Why don't they just do it to 50? He's like, at 50 or something, if this is the first time I've ever seen something like this. And he's like, I don't know. And I said, wait a minute. I mean, you'd think he would have waited till I was 56 hearts, because a week ago today on Thanksgiving I turned 56. Why wouldn't he wait until my birth year in hearts, my birth age? And I started thinking about it. I'm like, wait a minute, would have 48 of 56? What is 48 56? Well, if you divide both of those numbers by 8, which is infinity, whatever that means, you divide 48 by 8 and you get 6. You divide 56 by 8, you get 7. Oh, no, that's 6/7. And I'm like, and the kid just kind of gets a little bit sheepish. I said 6/7, and I said he was making a joke to me. He's sending me a sign, and the kid's like, And the only reason I know this stuff is seeing damn South Park 6/7. The winter vomiting sickness is coming, and I think it's driving them crazy that I figured that out, and I had to tell him. I said, just isn't it fun to imagine? And so he knows that I'm not right. The kid's only 13, and he knows. You're sitting there going, the guy's fucking crazy. The kid's going, that guy's making a fucking joke with math. And he's stepping over the boundaries into my lingo. That's what makes him nervous. I've never heard him talk about this stuff, whatever, but they don't want us knowing their lingo. And because of this thing, I'm like, make a comment, post comment. I'm like, I don't know what the hell. And I just hit on it to look at it. And it brings the thing up and it says, visit your community site. I'm like, what the hell is that? And so I hit on that and it looks, and the comment that I made, post, I say, thanks, Paul. And I love you. Something like that. I said, we love you because we love Paul. And I appreciate you, Paul. And I started thinking, now I have a community site type of thing that I guess if you're a subscriber, you can say things on it. I sent a message if you want to see what it is. I didn't know what I was doing. I just said, I'll see this. I don't fucking care. But and I checked, and I guess the only way you can get in there is if you're a subscriber, and you have to be a subscriber for at least one day. Come in, say something, irritate the shit out of me if you'd like. I don't really need that. I get it without asking. But and then just dump the subscription. That's the way it goes. That's why I'm at like 2024. Last I knew, I did get up to 2025. I was like, oh, I've got as many as there are years. If I just started in damn when Jesus got crucified, this damn site, it would have been one subscriber a year. And I started thinking about it. It can't hurt to have this thing going, and it might bring subscribers. I don't know, but I thought about it. It couldn't hurt because as it's going right now, I've done 6 years of this stuff. It happened September 7th to 2019. I started the damn thing. I was like, well, I guess I've been gone from the radio long enough, and people probably want to know what's going on with me now. 90.5 FM KSGS San Jose. Ow! From the towers at Coyote Peak. Well, I might as well start the damn thing. I had to buy a smartphone, so I know they're looking at me anyway. Why not let them know that I know they're looking? You want to try and figure out what I'm saying when I'm muttering to myself alone in a room? Why don't I just look at you when I'm doing it? So the thing is, I got like 7,700 videos, and I started thinking about it, and just say like 7,500, I don't know, and I've got 2025. You make that, bring it down to 2,000. We're just looking for an average here, a median range. How many? What's that between? That's about half a person a year or something like that. Maybe three. Well, I did do the math. Divided by six. 2,000. View subscribers. That's like 333.3333. And I realized if I want to get to 100,000 subscribers, multiplying it that way, it's going to take me about to get to 100,000. Oh boy, it's going to take about 300 years if I'm just doing it like this. You realize though, that's faulty reasoning because it's been places lately. It comes up a few, goes back, goes back, goes back. And it used to be I'd get about 3 or 4 subscribers and I lose 1 or 2. And I get 3 or 4 more and I lose 1 or 2. It was moving it. So you can't expect it to be a formula that's going to go day by day by day by day. It's going to have its fucking alterations, but I'm sure there's a likelihood in it. If I can make 300 years more doing this channel, I could hit my 100,000 subscribers, and I can explain why that line of reasoning to think that you would get so many every day or every year, everything. It's just like a guy that's with girls. How many girls has he had sex with? And there are times that guy goes 5 or 6 years in between without having sex at all. And maybe the last time it had been 4 years, and before the next time, and the time before that, well, that was about a year. But you have to understand, it's not counting all the times you've had sex; it's with the women. So if you were to divide it all up day by day, you have to take into consideration sometimes you're going back to the same girl for a while, not too long, because you're never there very long. This guy. But you see, you can't really do a good assessment, a good guess if the guy that you're talking about and all the girls he's having or had has so many confounding variables. It's not like he's a sex fiend. It's sometimes he probably emits some kind of scent that they all go crazy and climb all over him. That's happened to him before. Sitting there with like 5 girls on you in a bar. What the hell just happened? And they're rubbing you and all this stuff, and nobody else is really paying too much attention because it's just that guy. Nobody knows what's going to happen. That guy is a confounding variable in the computer simulation, you would think, except it may be he is the defining factor in the computer simulation. If they take the numbers, that's probably only 0.666 if you were to round up. How many people in this world are actually changing the world around them? Probably 0.67. Go to my community guideline page. Find the people that like and hate me, and you can like and hate each other. It's something for everyone to hate. You are the Judas resurrection.